The title for episode 1 for season 2 of House of the Dragon has been leaked. This title,
say it,
leads us to believe that season 2 is going to start off with a complete banger and game changer on how you view every single one of these characters within House of the Dragon. But if you don't want to get spoiled, go ahead and click that like button, comment, tell us what you think the spoiler is without even knowing about it, and then
get the hell out of here.
All right, last warning, spoiler alert, but the title for episode 1 of season 2,
Say it.
A Son for Son, meaning we will most likely be getting blood and cheese either in episode 1 or the beginning of episode 2. A son for son.
I think, well, it depends on how much they want to reveal, because it's like a Daemon conspiracy thing. So I guess maybe we could see the initiation of the plans to do it in this episode, but I don't think so. It's funny. The last few seasons of Game of Thrones moved at absolute hyper speed, and they ended up completely shitty because of it. They did it totally the wrong way. By contrast, this show moves at hyper speed compared to the beginning of Game of Thrones, but is amazing, right? They do everything right virtually. In this format. So I think that's exactly what's going to happen at the beginning of season 2. I think we're going to get blood and cheese. I think Jaehaerys is going to get his head cut the F off. And I want to see it. Yeah. I'm not sure this is going to change our perspective on all the moving pieces here, but definitely Helena, that she chooses which one of her sons gets murdered, which is kind of hilarious. And honestly, it's a smarter pick, dude. Really, it is. The younger son, I talk about this all the time. If I had the choice between like pulling the trigger, if I had to, like, okay, gun to my own head, gun to my own balls. If I had to decide between a 20-year-old dying and a 5-year-old dying, I would probably choose the 5-year-old, because that 20-year-old has so much more invested in him and like family relationships and ties. I think it's just a smarter pick. So Helena, even though it's a horrible decision to make as a mother, I get it. I get it, man. And then they just rip it away from her and kill the one she didn't choose instead. What do you think of, dude, casting? That's what I'm kind of concerned about, because I think we're going to get blood and cheese. We better see a big boy for blood.
I think we already have casting release or casting leaks for it, or at least who they think it is. Same with like Harwin Breakbones, Harwin Strong from season 1. Yeah. He's supposed to be the strongest guy. Like, what the hell? Like, he doesn't even look that big. He looks athletic, but he doesn't look like the Mountain or the Hound, who are these monstrous people. Even in the books, Robert Baratheon, he doesn't look like that level of this like giant unit of a man. I wish Harwin Breakbones was something like that. Ideally, I want to have Blood just be this like ogre of a man, right? Coming in, just the throat of one of the children, and
say goodbye to your favorite son. I'll grape your daughter, 6 years old. It's like, but holy shit, dude.
Something you said earlier about like which son do you pick? I do think it depends on how that son's coming out, right? Because if you said a 20-year-old son, or even at this age, Jaehaerys is even not even that old. He's how old is he? He's old enough to...
older than 2. And I'm pretty sure Maelor or whatever is 2, but he's older than that.
Well, Maelor's old enough to understand like what happened too. And dude, I don't know how many more spoilers people want to know, but like all these children have no
strange relationship, let's say.
Well, let's just say they all go out in a very bad way as well. So like, even though I think honestly, now thinking about it, I think Jaehaerys goes out the best way possible. But also Helena, she seems to be like a little out there to begin with. This event is gonna like destroy her. Like if you thought she was like on the schizo kind of weird end now, in season 1 of House of Dragon, she's gonna be gone, dude. Season 2, she's gonna just be like, look, she's gonna be acting like Daenerys, like just looking off, and Daenerys in season 1, just looking off in the distance, glazed eyes, not engaging with probably anything.
Runs in the family, I guess. The thing is about this too, I was thinking about it, Daemon is being made to look, I think, is much more of a villain in the series versus the book, because in the book, as I understand it, when Aemond kills Lucerys, it's much more of an intentional thing, and he doesn't have nearly the remorse.
Right. In the books, yeah, it's made to look like, or at least, our understanding of it, yeah.
So like from a, this third-person perspective, this omniscient view we're getting of everything, us as the viewer, even though Daemon is definitely doing this terrible thing by ordering the death of a child or whatever in vengeance, at least it's like a legitimate vengeance kind of thing in this eye for an eye era, right? Mm-hmm. Like, Aemond maliciously went out to kill this kid, who is his son now. It's a half-son or whatever, adopted son, but it's still his son. So ordering the death of this other kid, it is an eye for an eye, versus now where the death of Lucerys, we're supposed to kind of see as an accident from like too aggressive of hazing from Aemond. Yeah. At least I'm assuming Daemon is still going to go in here guns hot, and be like, well, this kid needs to fucking die. And also, I hate the fact that we're going to have to hear from his
white worm.
Yeah, the white worm, dude. Come on, man. I can't understand a word she says on screen.
This will cut the fog.
Let's skip that part. Let's just hear about it. Like, the White Worm sent us to do Daemon's dirty work. Like, that's all we need to hear. I don't need to see her at all.
So in the books, we're supposed to understand that it's like a Team Green bent on the history of these events, the Maester who's writing it. However, it's in the books, they look very even. The Team Black and Team Green, they look even in their kind of like tick for tack, right? Now, in the show, they did tone down Aemon's death or killing of Luke to make it look like an accident. So it does look good on the Greens there, but Team Black has looked like very squeaky clean by most viewers. Hopefully they show how bad Team Black is, and like no one's good here. That's the reason why. Like I just want it to look very even, and everyone could kind of like flip a coin on which side they want to be on. It's not nearly as one-sided as, oh yeah, it's mostly just Team Black trying to get back the throne from Team Green the whole time. I'm wondering now if they follow the same trend of saying like Team Black is, they're all the good guys here. I wonder if this is going to be like a misunderstanding by Blood and Cheese when Daemon's like, we're going to take take the son she wants the most. So they're like, oh, we're going to take his head off. Okay.
Like, so he meant like kidnap?
Yeah, or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and then they're like, okay, whatever you say, Mr. Damon.
Oh, like, you sir. I love you, Damon.
I sleep with my gold cloak every night. I love that you gave it to me, sir. Like, I'm wondering if there's going to be a misunderstanding, because we had in season 1, episode 10, where Aemon takes out Luke. That was a misunderstanding. I mean, I didn't really want him to cut out his own eye. I just threw him the knife. Like whatever. Right. But the whole, Vagar killing Luke, that was like a damn Vagar. And even who's his name's Luke's dragon shooting fire at Vagar was a whole like, hey, no, I'm not trying to get my dragon to do that misunderstanding. So I'm wondering, do you think there'll be, what other misunderstanding do you think they could somehow pivot this scene?
I sort of hope that they do, and I don't think that Team Black is squeaky clean at all, but Daemon, I don't necessarily need them to go over the top and tell us, like, if there's any character in this that's overtly villainous, I think it's Daemon. Even though he's not overtly villainous, I think he's probably the most malicious person in the main cast that we have consistently in here. Like, even like Larys Strong, like, he's a manipulative guy, but I don't know if he's necessarily villainous. No, I guess he did murder his brother and whatever. All right, never mind.
Hold on, no, he didn't do that. Larys. He literally just like was trying to keep him nice and warm, and then he was tired of his brother talking to his dad, so they just locked their doors so they couldn't.
Dude, how generous is it to go to a dungeon, cut out people's tongues just so that they can't spoil the surprise that you're gonna have the most comfortable experience prepared for your father and brother. It's like a spa day. It's like a spa night, and then it all goes horribly wrong, dude. I feel bad for Larys.
Oh, I know. And he wanted to be so joyful that, Lionel, his dad, would not even want to go back to King's Landing, and then Otto would have to replace him. He's like, dude, Harrenhal rules. I'm going to stay here. And
it's such a good intended move, and it ended so poorly. Okay, anyway, though, so Daemon is probably the most overtly villainous character.
But hold on, is it all that?
What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, is it all that villainous? Because I mean, Otto has kind of the same thought. He's like, all right, well, go kill every heir that claims or challenges the claim of Aegon. And at least in the show, Alicent's like, no, you can't do that. You at least have to send her a letter and say, please don't take, claim the throne that Aegon clearly has. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think a lot of people have this very pragmatic view on it all. Like, hey, listen, we just got to kill him. We got to kill them all. Like, that's just how we have to do it. Otherwise people will have to, will have a claim. Just like how Robert wanted to kill Dany in season 1, It's like, you got to kill him. You got to kill him.
You do. You have to kill them. That's what it's like. Okay, is it really advantageous? So that's the part where it's like, if Daemon orders the death of Jaehaerys Targaryen or even Maelor, because it's just one of them, right? It doesn't have to be. He didn't specify. He didn't know. So what is that really gaining him other than sending a message and firing it up? That's why I think maybe it should be a misunderstanding, because it seems kind of like a brain dead move and like just cruel to be cruel, right?
He's playing with his food here. Yeah, I'm on your side now. Yeah, it is more evil versus like Otto's just like, take him out because then that way they don't have a claim. This is like playing with his food, kind of like I could take out all of the heirs right there. But instead, he's just like, just take one son. Out.
Yeah, one son. Like if Daemon said, hey, Blood and Cheese, go in here. I need you to kill Aegon Targaryen that's currently sitting on the throne. I need you to kill Jaehaerys and then Maelor. That makes sense. That's actually flawless logic. And he should have done that, by the way. If Blood and Cheese, they were able to get this far, why wouldn't they just go that extra mile? It's actually kind of stupid that they didn't.
How funny if Daemon's like, hey, we're going to end this right now. Blood and Cheese, go in there, kill the king. and kill all of the other Targaryens, and then Rhaenyra will be the only one left for the throne. And they're like, okay, we'll go up there. They're like, oh, this must be the king. And it's just these kids, and they're like, just totally like forget. They're like, wait a second. Do we only kill one of them? There's only one king. Like, which one do you like the most? And they're like, clearly that will be the king. I don't know. I'm trying to like headcanon why.
Well, I know you have to now because I never thought about this, but now it's like Daemon. You know, it doesn't really reflect that well on you now that you would choose to do this if you had the means. Like, even if he didn't know for sure these guys were going to get up there, he at least still enacted this plan. So what's the risk here? What's the risk of him just ordering these guys to cause as much damage as possible? Especially, you know, Otto's another one too. He could have Otto Hightower killed. This guy's clearly the mastermind behind a lot of this stuff in the last 10, 15, 20 years of Daemon's life. It's like, why would this not be an option as well? What is the harm of not ordering these guys to try to kill him? You know, well, it's like kind of a poor choice now. Maybe he's not even evil. Maybe he's just dumb. Maybe Daemon's dumb. More Targaryen stupidity.
Hey, thanks for watching this video. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and smash that like button.
Or not. We don't care.